Right, here we go. We are live. It looks really laggy to me. So when I get someone in the chat, I'm going to ask if it's really laggy. Oh, it's gone a bit better. Oh, it does look laggy. Yeah, when I get someone in the chat, I will ask if it's laggy because it's so laggy for me. I might have to restart. I might have to redo the broadcast. Duplicate sound. Ready for this today. Right, there we go. Anyway, we've got 3 people in the chat. It does still look a bit laggy to me, but if if you could let me know if it's laggy, and then I will try and sort it out. But today's video is going to be a charity shop haul, and also thanks to Darren Smart, I have to give credit to him. I found out that I was approved on Amazon merch. He posted in group that with an email that he got from Amazon merch saying that he was approved. And then I checked my email thinking, oh yeah, I applied a while back now, and I had the same email. So, and it turns out a lot of people have been approved in the UK, in the UK reselling group anyway, for Amazon merch. So I suspect a lot of people in the UK will probably be approved as well. I don't know that, but I suspect that. But yeah, anyway, a lot of people in the UK reselling group, hey, ads, it's a little laggy. I got approved as well this morning, Carp Fishing says. I don't know why it's laggy. I mean, it's not like it's terrible weather today. It's actually really nice. So usually it's laggy when it's raining or something like that. You know what I'm just going to do? I'm going to close down some tabs. And we'll see. Because I do have a few tabs open. Right then, I've closed a few tabs, well, all the ones that I want to close because there's some that I actually need to remain open. So hopefully that's done something. But yeah, so merch by Amazon, what I will do is read the email out for you, for those who maybe have got it or maybe you haven't got it, so you know what it's sort of like. I would hold it up to the camera, but I don't think it's going to show it. But basically it just says, your merch by Amazon invitation has been approved. Hello, your request to participate in merch by Amazon has been approved. We appreciate your patience as we scaled up operations. You can now use the account. You can now use the account associated with your request to create and sell t-shirts through merch.amazon.com. So yeah, nice little email there. Put me in a great mood this morning. And for some reason, I think that translated into what I got. I did pretty well. I think I got some okay items. There was no like mega scores, but there was certainly some all right items. So yeah, Jason says not too bad now. That's great to hear. We've got 7 people watching, which is awesome. So throw it, throw a message in the chat if you got approved as well. I know Carp Fishing has. He says I thought it was a spam email at first. But yeah, so really happy with that, and I'm raring to get going on that. And yeah, can't wait. So that's going to be awesome. But without further ado, I shall get on with the haul, and feel free to have a chat in the old chat, and then I'll keep going back to it and stuff. So I got this big box here. I've got this big box, and it's full of Meccano. It's plastic stuff. It's plastic Meccano, but it is supposedly vintage. It is supposedly 70s. This stuff. Now I checked. If I show you the instructions, and it says obviously you can see they are pretty vintage. Does it have a Meccano Triang Limited? So it's under the name of Triang. Triang's a good name. But I can't see a date on it anywhere. I don't think. I did have a look before, but I didn't have a mega look. I don't know, but I think it's 70s, going off a few sold listings and stuff like that. But anyway, inside that box, I've got set 200 and set 100. Now, it's not all completely been checked. I had a quick look through it. The charity shop sales assistant had a quick look through it, but it's not like been completely checked. So there is an element of risk in this one, but you know, that's what it's always like when you're a reseller. It's like you buy a board game from a charity shop. You know, there's a risk that not all the parts will be there, but certainly quite cool. I paid $5.99. I'll see if I can get. Yeah, I've got it off here. 1 second. I'll just click back onto me so I can see where I am. So paid $5.99. I don't know whether that's going to show up very well. Oh yeah, it looks like it's not too bad. $5.99 anyway for those 2 sets. If they're all in a good order and stuff like that, hopefully I'm looking at about £15 a set. That would be pretty good. But they are listed. They are listed on eBay for higher than that, right? For like set 200 is listed at like 35 quid. But when I check solds, they're like £15, £20. I think one person achieved 30 quid. But I think realistically, if I want to move them on, and I want to move them on within a fair time frame, not like waiting for months and months and months, I think like maybe 20 is 15, 20, maybe 25, but I'll probably be waiting at 25 is more realistic. But I'll do a bit more further research, and if I feel like I can push the price up a little bit more, then I will do. But yeah, certainly a comfortable 15, 20 quid in each set, hopefully. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And even if they aren't like complete, complete, I can always maybe bundle the 2 sets up and then sell them as a bundle as both incomplete and get my money back and profit anyway. But hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully we will be complete. I got this little guy, really, really cool. And it's a brand to look out for. It's by Necker. No, that's it. I always want to say Necro. I don't know why, but Necker. Don't know if you can see that. Necker there, and it's a Christmas themed gizmo. Obviously I'm going to list this now because these seasonal items, they can sell all year round. It's not exclusive to Christmas. Really cool. I don't think there's one on at the moment. I will have to double check that. I don't think there's one on at the moment, but one sold for £5 plus postage, which was, I think he undersold that. And then the other one that had sold for £14.99 plus postage. And I think that's about right for this guy. I paid $2.99 for it, so I don't know if you can see that. $2.99 there for it. So I'm going to shoot for £15 plus postage, and that'll be a nice little sale. So yeah, I don't know when it'll go. It might hang around for a bit, but it's not like he's going to take up too much space or anything. So that was that one. I took a little bit of a punt on this one, this Fisher Price box. It is vintage. It's 1995. What is it? A box? Roll around school bus or something. $4.99, as I say, paid. The reason I took a punt on it was because it's boxed. It's box condition, and I thought, you know what? I'll be able to get £20 plus postage for that. Now, these school buses, they seem to be okay, these, like even unboxed. I think I saw some people getting like around the £10 mark. There was some listed that were unboxed. There was some listed like internationally for like £4 or £5, but then you know what it's like with international sellers, where they have like, they sell it for like £4 or £5, but then they have like a ridiculous shipping charge on it or whatever. But that's what I sort of saw listed. But I don't think I saw any of these listed, actually selling on ebay.co.uk. So yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking £20 plus postage is a minimum, but I might be able to get more than that. But anyway, again, it's one of those items that I've got to do a bit further research into. But I thought $4.99, yeah, I'll take a punt on that one. So that was that one. Oh, this was nice. Got this Telestration. So it must be like a frustrations type game. It's by Ideal though. It's not by Ideal. It's not by like what's the one who does frustration? Hasbro. It's not by Hasbro. Brand new and sealed. £43 on Amazon. That's new, but that isn't FBA. There's no FBA offers. So an easy 50, probably 60. The rank, if you're wondering, is 49,000. So it is a pretty good rank in this category. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Really good. And I paid £2. I don't know where you can see that, but £2 in Sue Rider. So yeah, Sue Rider doesn't normally do that well for me in my town, but every now and then, you know, get a good item from there. I picked up this. I don't know why. I just sort of picked it up. It was 99p. I thought when I get a monkey from the car boot, you know, in the car boot season for 20p, or maybe even get a couple of monkeys, bundle it together. It's a nice 12, 13 quid, you know, sort of item. So sort of little bundle. So yeah, 99p on that one. Thought I'd whack it in a bundle at some point. So that's that one. I got this because I've never picked this up. I paid £3 for this. I'm pretty sure I've never picked this up, or if I have, I can't remember picking it up. I might have done, but I can't remember. What I might sell it as it is, you know, like just on its own. I don't know how much I can get for this. I just picked it up for £3 because it's an atmosphere. But what I might do is wait to get like the other board game, like the atmosphere one or something, and then maybe bundle the two together. I don't know. It might be realistic. It might not be. I don't know whether people do board game bundles like that, but I could always try it. If not, I might whack it on its own, because surely this has got to be minimum like £10, you know, £10 plus postage. But yeah, hopefully there'll be some good money in that, maybe 15 quid, something like that. But as I say, if there's not that much money in it, I will bundle it up with another atmosphere like the Gatekeeper one when I find it in the car boot season, because I'm sure I'll find it at some point. But I decided to pick that up because I hadn't picked it up before. Next, some clothing. This is a TM Lewin shirt. Can you see that? £1. Yeah, pretty standard stuff really. £10 or something on that. You know, £10 plus postage, that sort of price. You know, it's not going to be a really fast seller or anything like that. My other one that I got hasn't sold yet. But certainly, you know, it's not going to take forever and ever and ever to sell. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, so that's that one. What else? I got this Timberland, like a sort of like a short-sleeved polo T-shirt. Would you call it? I'm still not great with clothes, but that's sort of what I would call it. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I paid £6 for that. No, wrong way around. £6 for that. Don't know if you can see it, but £6 for that. Hopefully get about 20 quid for that. So not too bad. It may be a little bit more than I'd like to pay. You know, but I am getting into clothing. That's what I sort of mean. You know, it may be a little more than I would pay if I was a regular seller of this stuff. But just to sort of get into clothing and get the experience and get the confidence, I am paying up a little bit at the moment. But when we get into car boot season, I won't have to pay up, because I'll be able to get it pretty cheap anyway. So yeah, that was that one anyway. So that's pretty cool. And I got for a tenner, so quite a bit of money really, £10 to spend on this item. For £10, I got this Burberry London, like sort of maroon, would you say, maroon coloured shirt. Quite nice, sort of a more casual one, because it's got these things on here, and that usually says to me more casual. And with the two pockets as well, it's a bit more of a but yeah, not too bad condition. Obviously it'll need an iron, but you know, certainly okay. I don't really know quite the price I'm going to get on this. I've just realized I've not even had a look in the chat, but I will do in a second. I don't really know the price on this, but I was talking to McGregor and he was thinking maybe 30 quid, something like that, maybe a little bit more, but I don't know. I'll do some more research on it myself, and obviously iron it up and do all the necessary things and take some nice photos, and we shall see. But I know it's worth more than that, you know, the tenner I paid. So, you know, there's no trouble in getting my money back if I have to, you know, if it even comes to that, which hopefully it won't. But yeah, so that was everything really. There was a couple of other bits that I've got downstairs, but nothing amazing or anything like that. 14 people watching now, cool. So let's go and have a look in the chat, because I don't even know who's in there. So let's just see. Hey Jason, Darren's in the chat. I was referencing you earlier, Darren, about thanking you for putting that email image in the reselling group. Because I checked my email and I was like, yes, I'm into merch. So it's absolutely amazing to say that, you know, in the next few days, I'm going to be doing research on merch, and it can be a reality. You don't know how long I've been following it in the US. I've been looking into it. Oh my God, you know, I've read articles on it and things like this. I've wanted it to come to the UK, and yeah, I mean, you know, I've got approved in it now. It's so good, so good. So you know, I don't want to go down that route of like taking loads of hours out of my business that's performing just to venture into merch. So I'm going to be quite sort of conservative with it, and I'm not going to like throw myself completely into it and chuck a load of hours in, because you know, I need to focus on what's working for me, and that is the eBay and the you know, Amazon FBA. But at the same time, I will be doing it, you know, on the side and building it up and stuff like that. But I don't want to just be sort of throwing myself into it blindly and, you know, putting a load of hours in, and, you know, I might not know what I'm doing, or I might be inexperienced with it, and I've taken all that time out of my main business that is, as I say, performing for me. So, you know, I'm being intelligent about the way I go about merch, and I'm just going to dedicate hours where I can, really. But I'm really happy that, as I say, I'm approved for it. So I'll just check the chat. I got $26.99 on FBA for Corfu at Christmas. Wow. So not done bad there. And if, you know, if I was to sell it at Christmas. But anyway, yeah, so I just picked that one up. I just picked it up. I thought $2.99. That's not too bad. Yeah, so that's, yeah, we have Daniel. Well, there's not been much activity in the chat anyway. Daniel Warren is there. John is there. Hi, guys. What you're selling is there. Sherry from Florida. Good morning from sunny Florida. I'm out hitting yard sales. Nice. It's sunny here as well, which is awesome. Hence the roll down, you know, jumper or whatever. Because I've been out in town, and I walked up to my local charity shop in Lostock here. But yeah, not too bad today. Not bad little haul. And yeah, can't wait for the car boot tomorrow, so that'll be good. And I've got a load more stock coming next week, so it's all on the up and up, really. And then and as I say, we're doing merch as well. It's weird in this business, and if you've been in it for long enough, you'll know what I'm talking about. You have like 1 week that's like stellar, like amazing. Maybe not. I'm not just saying sales wise, but like everything, like sourcing, maybe even a bit of sale. You know, sales are fairly good. You know, you're maybe not getting any returns or any problems with buyers or anything like that. And then like another week, it'll be like boom, right down, and you really do have to control yourself and maintain a good level of emotion, and not like skyrocket and then fall right to the ground again. And yeah, it's been up and down recently for me for one reason or another. And I'm glad that I'm on a bit of a high again, but I don't want to sort of ride that high and then get, you know, straight down again. So I want to try and maintain a fairly good level of emotion, and it's very hard to do. It's something I've heard Bobby Billington talk about in the groups, I believe. And yeah, I mean, it is definitely a good thing. You know, you need to maintain that one level of emotion, and not let it like take you all the way up and then slam you right down again. But yeah, anyway, that's that. Carp fishing, Amazon merch, you going all out on it? No, as I say, I'm not going to go like crazy. I mean, what I'll do is obviously I'm going to put time into it. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, but I'm not going to take tons and tons of time out of my main business to do it. I'm just going to sort of build it up slowly, nice and easy. What's the word? Slowly catchy monkey or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it should be good. It'll be another income stream, yet another income stream for me. And that'll be great, because, you know, I can build that up as well. So we have a question in the chat from Daniel Warren. I have never sold on Amazon before. What are the fees like? Also, what do you sell on there? The fees, yeah, the fees are pretty high. It depends on if you're selling merchant fulfilled or FBA. I sell exclusively on Amazon FBA. I did do a little bit of merchant fulfilled before I did Amazon FBA, but to be honest, I pretty much stepped right into it at FBA. I didn't do much merchant fulfilled. And yeah, basically, Amazon FBA, you get charged like your fulfillment fee for when we're obviously fulfilling it up at the center. You know, you have oh god, I've not got the knowledge in my brain, but basically a lot of fees, and we add up to like 40%. It sometimes is a bit less than that. Like some months my fees have worked out to be like 32, 33%, and then other months it's turned out to be like 41%. But also you can actually set the percentage in. Now we're going into a bit more depth now, but you can also set the percentage increase because you're selling on Amazon FBA. You can choose to sell on different marketplaces, like, you know, in France, Germany, all that sort of stuff. You can choose to set like a percentage increase for how much more your stuff will be sold for in those marketplaces, because you get charged a higher fee if you want to sell in those marketplaces. So when you set that higher percentage increase of your prices, it basically combats that higher fee. But yeah, there's loads of different fees with it. I'd have to go onto their website, on their fee calculator, to remember what all the different fees are called. But I know there's like a fulfillment fee, and you know, I think the fulfillment fee refers to your packaging, and you know, them packing it up and shipping it out for you. And then you have other different storage fees as well. I can't believe I forgot that one. Storage fees as well, which obviously are going up in August. I think it's about the 15th of August, but don't quote me on that, but it's in August sometime this year. And that's why a few people in the community are sort of backing out a bit of Amazon, or re-evaluating their position on Amazon, as am I. But yeah, there's a lot to FBA. There's a lot to learn. Like anything, you're always learning. Like on eBay, I'm always learning. Other more experienced resellers than me are always learning, and newer resellers are always learning. It's, you know, with anything in life, there's always a bit more to learn. I always feel that anyway. So yeah, that's that basically. Merchant fulfilled, you'd have to look into the fees and all that sort of stuff, because I've not looked into that forever. But obviously it's going to be less than if you were doing FBA. So yeah, that's that. So that was my haul. I think I'll leave it there. I'll wait a few more seconds just to see if there's any more questions on merch by Amazon, you know, approval, all that sort of stuff, what people's ideas are. Well, not what people's ideas are, because that would be just giving away things, but what people's maybe plan of attacks are with it. Are you going to go all in with it? Are you going to you know, do some t-shirt designs? Are you going to slowly scale it up? Are you going to be doing a lot of research, all that sort of stuff? Because I think my plan of attack really for the next few days will just be research. Just, you know, watching. I'm going to watch Texas Gal Treasures. I'm going to watch a few of her videos. She's done some great videos on merch. I'm going to, I think there's a podcast. I think it's called Merch Research. I think I'm gonna have to look into that, and just like soak up all this knowledge, because what you've got to imagine, I know my analogies are very terrible and weird, but just imagine like a little pool of water on the floor, and you're a sponge. Just throw yourself into that water and soak it all up, and get nice and big with knowledge, you know. So that's the way to do it. First off, do all your research and just get bigger and bigger with this knowledge, and then go into it, you know, with all this knowledge behind you, basically. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to sort out, basically, when I know what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be doing the designs, all that sort of stuff, I'll then start to actually get things in motion, get the wheels in motion, and we'll see what turns out from it. You know, if it's a success, great. If it doesn't work out that well, or is a partial failure, that's fine by me. I'm not bothered. I've had many failures in life. It doesn't bother me. I'll always pick myself up and just do something else, or, you know, try something different. So yeah, anyway, so any more questions before I go? Otherwise I will say goodbye. So, oh wait, do a vid on some of your share investments, would be interesting. I know it's off subject. Yeah, I want to do that, but I don't feel like I have enough knowledge to say to you guys, look, this is what I'm doing. This is shares, I've got all that sort of stuff. And also my portfolio isn't even at 1,000 yet. I've not even got a portfolio worth 1,000. So when I've got like a portfolio in maybe a year's time, or just less than a year's time, of maybe like 5,000 in stocks and shares, and I've been doing it for a year or so, and I feel a bit more comfortable with it, I'll probably do a video then. I don't want to disappoint you, but it's just I don't want to, come on a video and sort of, say all this about stocks and shares and act really big, like I know everything about it and all that sort of stuff. And then people get the wrong idea, they get the wrong impression, or they end up buying a share or something that I might have, by no means of my own, accidentally maybe recommended or something like that. And then they lose a load of money on it. It's one of those topics that if you do a video on, it's like, oof, I don't want to be someone's downfall, basically. Although saying that, with some of this stuff, if I showed you like a board game or something and said to you it's worth 50 quid and it's not, and then you go out, spend a tenner on it, and it's actually only worth 15, then suppose you lost a bit of money then. So I suppose it does work in a similar way. But you know what I mean anyway. Do you follow F1? The new season has just, no, I don't do F1. I don't follow pretty much any sports. I watch Wimbledon in summer, and I don't know. I watch like the odd football game, but not really for entertainment, just because like my mates are watching it or something. And I like the Winter Olympics, like the skeleton, all that sort of stuff where we're going down the like tobogganing, that sort of stuff. I like curling. I like anything to do with Winter Olympics. I love that. But yeah, that's between tennis and the Winter Olympics, or even like the summer, the normal Olympics, like the swimming and diving and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't really follow much sports. I mean, I do some sports myself, but I don't really have that much enjoyment watching them. And I've always been like that. I've always sort of thought, I like doing sports, but I'm not too fussed about watching them. But yeah, that's just how I am anyway. Yeah, so I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you have been approved on Amazon merch as well. If you have, as I say, check out the people I mentioned, check out the podcast, all that sort of stuff, and just soak up all that knowledge at the moment and just let it flow, see how things go. Don't be tempted to like put all your man hours into it and all this sort of stuff at first, because I feel that's probably, in one way it's a good method of attack, but in another way it can be a downfall because you're taking all this time out of what's actually working for you and your main business and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just do it slowly, do your research first, and that's what I'd recommend. Jason says, cheers. Thank you, Jason. Thanks for joining me. 20 people watching now. Don't forget, if you liked it, do give it a thumbs up. And I will be back with a sales update on Monday, well, either tomorrow or Monday, because I have edited it. I've done all that. So I'll probably, I've done it all. I just need to literally, I think, is it still converting? I think it might be still converting, actually. But I've finished the editing. It's just converting it in the file into HD. And then, as I say, I'll upload it tomorrow or Monday. So I will see you then, guys. Bye for now. And now we have that little awkward pause where I'm trying to find the stop broadcast button. There we go. Bye, guys.